It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And off we go from Dallas. Returning it from the 16. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Dak now from the gun. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know, I like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the first down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go with Williams on the counter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Third and 4 coming up now. Here's Prescott. Throw to the right side is caught by Ferguson. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
His first throw is an interception. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
First down, here's Dak. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
Certainly what you're looking for, Kate, offensively.
Ooh, snap's a little slow. And the kick is blocked. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scadaboo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. Space past the 35. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
They pitch it to him, and they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Here starts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd down now. Here's Starks. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score, 6-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Dart setting in to throw here. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scanaboo. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, this is Scanaboo. And he's going to be stopped just a second away from a touchdown. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Scanaboo can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Quick throw left side complete. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants tie and can take the lead here in the second. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Ready to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running right, it's Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Williams gets the 1st and still running. And he's down to the 42-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Makes the connection, this is Jaden Blue. And they bring him down around the 34.
I call this quarterback's best friends. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
On second down, a run with Williams. He finds space into the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Well, some trickery here on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Scattaboo here on the toss. And they hit him along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the 32. Throwing the out route complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Flushed out of the pocket. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Savon Revel with the pick.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes. So critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he gets him 1 as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A 3rd down run with Blue.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60 plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Scannaboo now from the gun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 3. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Buys time, rolling right. Taking off with it again. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's a gain of 17 on that one, and the Giants will have a 1st down. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The final throw before the break. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. As the open man downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Running with Scannaboo. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has it in close. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Gano ready to send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's Dak. Dump off pass to Williams. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Williams now on 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Dak off the play fake. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Now Dak to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Williams. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Prescott's going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the gun, here's Darts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Darts. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Kate, unfortunately, I think we're watching a welcome to the NFL type of game for this young man. Tested after the first couple interceptions, and like they say, sometimes when it rains, it just pours.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. A handoff for Williams, running left. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Second down, here's Prescott again. And the Giants are too much, they take him down. And that's gonna add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
In a situation like this, you gotta be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Chased out to his right. Right side, Ferguson's got it. Looked great initially, but he is short of that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a first down. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Running it after the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got two more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Another for Williams. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Cowboys rushing in and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23. Driving forward with Scattaboo. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Your start now. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. Darts looking to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Launches one deep downfield. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this, Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Blue here from the pistol. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's about 43 yards for him. Aubrey puts it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We've got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Darts back to throw. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Trying to set this up quick. Throwing on first down. It starts. Escapes the pocket. That's grabbed inside the 30. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. To throw, here's Dart. That's Robinson on the slant. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Gano for the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. I think the Giants got that one back. Yes, Giants football! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win all set, Cowboys in victory formation, and they take a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.